Hi everyone, and welcome to this month's In Case You Missed It. Just going to go over April's posts as we are now in May. So as usual, our webcast disclosures. Ellison Legal has limited liability under a scheme approved by the professional standards legislation, and employed solicitors are members of that scheme. The other thing is that although this webcast today, there's nothing really legal in the April posts. It was more about our services and just events that have been happening in April. Just quickly need to say for this webcast and for all other webcasts as usual, no webcast is made to be giving legal advice, and so it shouldn't be taken as legal advice. If you do need any assistance in the legal world for you, please go see your solicitor so you can get tailored advice that is suited to your specific situation. So those are the housekeeping out of the way. But in April, we didn't really focus too much on legal advice. We thought it was, it's a big month of events. COVID aside, it's a big month of events in April, and we didn't really want to inundate people with too much. There's just too much information going out in the last month or two, so we just didn't want to add to that. If you're after information, I'm sure you're getting the information. So March for us started off with our second birthday. So we've been open for over 2 years now, so very, very proud of that, that we're carrying on, and we're slowly growing. We're growing, but steadily. I think too fast could be a little bit dangerous, so I'm quite pleased with how it's going. So very, very pleased about that. So happy birthday to us. Yay, 2 years old. Sorry, I'm just looking down at my notes here. It was Easter as well in April. I was about to say August, in April. So happy Easter to everybody, and I hope that the kids got lots of chocolates. Well, I hope everybody got lots of chocolates, but I hope it was a beautiful time for the kids, and especially not being around grandparents during the isolation. I know it was quite difficult for some people. So yeah, I hope there was lots of chocolates. I've done my deliveries to all the children in my family. The other event was ANZAC Day, and every year I do like to participate at the dawn service, not as part of the as a spectator is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sure, like a lot of people, it was quite disturbing's not the word, but it was really upsetting that I couldn't go this year. But I did go out onto the driveway, held up a candle, and listened to ABC radio. So stood out there for a little bit. Wasn't too cold, but I was quite pleased that I still managed to be able to do something. And I'm so glad that suggestion was out there to do that, because honestly I wouldn't have even thought of that. So that was great. Can't wait for next year to be able to take part in that. So those were the three events that were happening in April. So there was room for one post about our services. So just quickly with our services, our regular things that we take pride in, what we provide, is firstly our fixed fee pricing. Because most of our work is not litigious, we're able to tell you what the cost of a matter is once we sit down with you and we find out exactly what's going on, and we're able to give you that fixed fee pricing. No surprises. I mean, unless a matter turns litigious, that's another story, but generally non-litigious matters, fixed fee pricing. So and we stick by that. And sometimes things happen and added work to it. Most of the time, again, unless it's a really hairy one, a lot of people say to me, oh, I suppose this is going to cost more now. No, in general terms, no. That's part of the fixed fee pricing. Again, as I said, unless it's going to be like a really hairy one. So we stick to our policy of fixed fee pricing for non-litigious matters. Senior discounts. I've said it many times before and I'll keep saying it. We're so very grateful to the senior citizens in our community, and we really are constantly wanting to say thank you back. So we always have our senior discounts ready and available for the seniors in our community. We do want to help the seniors, and especially, again, I keep coming back to COVID. I'm very sorry, but especially after what's going on there, I've seen it within my own family. It's really hit so many people so hard, and for the seniors, for those who still have money in super, a lot of it's just gone. There was the GFC, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, and now we've been hit with this one. So yes, these things do happen, but what we also need are the small businesses in our community having a little bit of empathy and understanding that I don't have a product to give you. I don't have something that I've purchased and then on sell to you. I have a service. So basically it's time. So with that, it's my ethic to explain to people. I put it out there. I want to do as much as I can to help people. So my main group of people that I would like to help most are the seniors. So that's why I give senior discounts. So that was another service that we provide. Our out of office meetings and out of hour meetings. So out of office, our office is located at Miranda, but we do like to go to people's homes. If you're selling a home, we would like to see the home. If it's, again, a senior who's unable to leave home, we'll come to you. So we do certainly do out of office meetings. Sometimes if it's closer to your work, as long as everything's still within the Sutherland Shire or reasonably close by, we're more than happy to come and see you. It's really not it's really not a big deal to have an out of office meeting. Out of hours meetings, again, so we're doing this to try to be as flexible as we can with our clients. So for example, we might have some seniors who have done estate planning documents, and now we need their kids to sign the documents. So we go to, I've gone a bit too far. Seniors who are signing documents. I was on the right track. I've got a little bit muddled up. They might want to sign all at the same time when their kids are there. Of course, we separate people when we're signing certain documents, but they might want to do it when their kids are there on a weekend. So we'll do that, say, for example, on a weekend. Also, out of hours includes after hours. So sometimes, say, we might have a new family, a young family who are purchasing property. And again, I'm sorry to say this, COVID aside, those who work in the city, for example, they might not get home until way after normal business hours. So again, during the week, we are happy to accommodate after hours. So there's different scenarios. You might have your own scenario, which I've not even come across. So we do not late nights, but evening appointments and weekend appointments. We just ask that you do give us a bit of warning and make the appointment, and we'll see how that fits with our time. But we certainly can do that. There are no additional costs for that. Combination packages, that's something else that we do. So we like to bundle things up. So for example, the estate planning documents, we've got our combination packages of if you do a will, if you do the power of attorney, and then you do the enduring guardianship, we bundle that up into a combination package. But there's also things like, I'm not sure if anyone really knows about this, but there's things like if you're selling your house, all registered proprietors as individuals, not companies, get a complimentary will performed by or prepared by our office. So that's another type of package. So there's different things that are available. And on the topic of wills, we do like to update our wills every 3 years. And if there's no significant difference, so in other words, if there's not really a lot of work for us to do besides re-hitting that print button, and we go over it again with you just to make sure that that will is still current and that's what you want, it's complimentary. Every 3 years we do that, and we do that because we want to make sure that you have the best chance of saying, look, this is what I've maintained this whole time, this is what I want, or at least your executor can say that. So complementary wills on a triennial basis, which means every 3 years. And then there's the access to our online platform. So I know sometimes people have a bit of difficulty with this one, but those who are able to get onto a computer, get on the internet, check their email, click a button and enter a password, it's pretty much as simple as that. It truly is. Then you've got online access to the file that we create for you, because our system is completely online. There is no paper that we have a paper file for you. We don't do that. There is no software placed on our computer. We don't have that. It's all online and you have access to that file. So we create a folder for you and we put all the documents for you in that folder. You have access to that. You have access to a chat room. You have access to what's the status of my file. You have things like that. So it's a really, really great online platform if you have the patience to just go in, put a password and log on. That's really all it takes. So a lot of different services I'd like to think are different to other law firms. I'm sure some, and I know some law firms have some similar policies, but what we're trying to approach is what some clients do dislike, things like a lack of communication or no quick and easy answers and things like that. So we try to provide our services by answering those questions and be there on the other end of the phone and have those out of hour meetings and provide those fixed fee pricing. That's a big one for a lot of people, is the fixed fee pricing. So fixed fee prices and go to your home and things like that. So we understand what's a lot of people are after, and we're trying to accommodate as best we can. If you have an idea of your own, let us know. We'll see if we're able to fit that one in. But so that's April's posts. So this month for May, again, we're not really talking about substantive law, so any property matters or estate matters or anything like that. This month, I think everyone's been inundated with all the coronavirus newsletters and things like that. So we've now taken the opportunity this month, as it's died down a little bit, to now reach out a little bit and say how it is that we're able to help you during this difficult time. So look out for those posts this month. We've already had 2 come out. We've got another 2 or 3, I think, coming out this month. And then I will see you next month in June going over those posts, May's posts. So until then, see you later, and thank you for watching and listening. Bye.